Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to show you the first video tutorial of one of the projects that we're gonna have in our first quarter. I want to start from zero, so let me close all this for you to understand all the little steps that we have done during the first classes, and for you to continue working on the things that we're gonna be doing during the quarter one. The first thing that we did was to download a photo from the internet, in which you only show me a little character with the outline and no more than that. We saved it in a USB drive, and after that we put it in the digital illustration folder that is in our first quarters folder. So let's get started. We have to go to Start button and look for the application that we are going to use, that is going to be Photoshop. We open it and we have this window. Then we have to go to File and click on Open to open the photo we downloaded. If you don't want to do that and you want to do it faster, as you can see here, we can type this shortcut, which is Control O. So you have to press two keys at the same time, Control and then the letter O, and that will open this window in which you are going to look for your USB drive. In my case, I have it on my computer, and look for the image you need to open. Okay, open. After this, you are going to see that your image is completely wide. If you have it like maybe smaller, it's not as smaller in this moment, is that I only zoomed out, so it's a kind of far. If you need to put it like closer, and here you see that the percentage of that it's kind of far, so and you need it closer, you just press Control 0 on your keyboard, and that will put it in front of you and much closer, and we can have all the details that we need to start working on this. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the applications interface. Here on the left we have the tools bar, where we can use a lot of tools on our projects. For this project we're gonna use mainly around 4 or 5 of these tools, which we are going to see later. Here on top we have the commands bar. It's gonna be very important to know them too. Here on the right we have the swatches, colors that we can use for our projects. I prefer to put it here in swatches, it's easier to use this one. And this box here, which is the most important tool for me, and if you learn this you will basically know most of the program, okay, because layers in Photoshop are really important. This is called layers, okay, layers panel, and some other tools that we're gonna be using during the project here. Okay, first thing that we have to do is to unlock this layer. This layer contains the original drawing, okay, and we're not gonna use it because we are going to protect that original in case we make a mistake. How do I unlock that layer? There are two ways. One way is to just by taking this little lock and putting it in the trash can like this. You just drag it. Let me show you again. Point at it, hold the mouse and drag it and throw it there. That converts the background layer into a layer 0. Another way to do it is to double click on the layer, this space, and just click on OK. That will convert that layer again into layer 0. If you see that your layer doesn't have the same name as mine, background, but maybe it says index, is because your image is different from mine. I'm talking about the format. But there is another way to fix that too. If it says index here, remember the way to fix this is the following. You go to image, then click on mode, and here you have to pick this option, RGB color. Once you pick RGB color, it's gonna turn into background or maybe layer 0. If it is background, you already know what to do. Just double click here and OK, or just drag the log to the trash can. Let's rename the layer. If you want to rename a layer in Photoshop, you only double click on the name. We're gonna call this layer original and enter. After this, as I said before, we're not gonna work on this layer, so we have to duplicate this layer to create a copy that is gonna be the one where we are going to do most of the things. Okay, to get a copy is easy here in Photoshop. You can do it two ways. Right click on the layer and choose the option duplicate layer. Let's rename it. Let's put it just like copy and hit enter. That's one way. Another way to duplicate a layer, and this is easier because it's faster, is by holding two keys. You press first the control key, and after that you hit the letter J on the keyboard, and that duplicates the layer. Just double click on the name and rename it. Copy. Okay, until this moment we have two layers, copy on top and original. Okay, next to each layer you see two little eyes. Those are really important because we can hide what the layer contains by clicking on them. If I click on both, that means that I hit the two things that each layer contains. If I put it on again, look, I show what copy layer has. If I turn this on, I show what original has. Remember that we have we have a copy of the original, so we have the same thing, the same character twice. Okay, let's continue. In this moment you must be on this layer, copy. We need this layer to become transparent. That means that we're gonna remove all the white color here. I'm gonna show you the fastest way we can do, or we can use to remove the white color from an image here in Photoshop. You have to go to the tools bar and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Once you get there, you'll see an eraser. All the tools that have this little black mark here on the corner means or represent that they have more tools inside. To show all the tools inside, you just hold the mouse there and you see that you have 3 different types of erasers. Let's choose for this one, what we want to do, the magic eraser one, the third one. When I choose the magic eraser, I see that I have a different cursor, which is an eraser. Okay, I click on the white background and maybe nothing happened here, but if you take a look at the box of the copy layer, you're gonna see that it has some little gray and white squares that represent that the layer is now transparent, but maybe we don't see it here because we have this layer, the original one, on. So the thing is to turn it off. As you can see right now, we have the copy layer on that is showing what we have on this layer, and look, the background is gone. Okay, why am I doing this? Because I only need to have the outline of this character. That means that we are going to also erase the background, the white inside the character. How do we do that in a faster way than doing it by clicking with the magic eraser? I have an easier way to do that. How? I go here to the tools bar again. I count 1, 2, 3, 4. I hold there, and you'll see that we have two tools: quick selection tool and magic wand tool. I prefer the first one, the second one, sorry, magic wand tool, to make what I want to do right now. I click on magic wand tool, and with the magic wand we are going to click on one of the white parts that we have on my character. Click. As you can see here, let me zoom in. We have a kind of selection that looks like walking ants. Okay, that's called tingling effect because they look like ants. Okay, we already selected that part, but what we need to do is to select everything. How do I do that? After selecting this part with the magic wand, I have to go to select here in the commands bar. Then I choose the option similar. When I do that, all the image and the white parts are selected with the tingling effect. Look. After this, the only thing that I have to do to erase all the white parts is just to hit the the backspace key on my keyboard, and the white is gone. To remove the tingling effect or this selection, the only thing that you have to do is to click on, to press two keys, the Control and then the letter D. Okay, and that's gone. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video, and we'll see the second part of this project in a second video later on. Bye bye.